So I'm a used car dealer and I sell cars that are $5,000 and under, and I don't want you to buy a car from me. And throughout this video, I'm going to show you the places that I would never want you to buy a vehicle from. And later on, I'll tell you why specifically I don't want you to buy a car from me, and I'll tell you exactly where I think you should buy a car from. So one place I would never buy a vehicle from is a dealership that actually adds on a bunch of BS, a bunch of fees that you do not need on your car, a lot of add-ons, market adjustments. I'm going to show you an example of this right now. So this is a vehicle that's $94,000. It's a Super Duty 2025 F350. MSRP is $94,000. We have an appearance protection package. This is going to be paint protection. This is going to be fabric protection. This is going to be vinyl and leather protection. That's $900. And then your spray-in bed liner of $800. These are some of the things that I would never pay for when I'm going to look for a new vehicle. And here's the thing, if I have a dealership that I'm looking at a car for, they have a bunch of this stuff on their vehicles. If you call in and they won't give you out the door price, a lot of times it's because that they're going to want to charge you a bunch of this stuff when you walk in the door. If you call them and they won't give you that price, they want to charge you all these things. All of these things are massive margin makers for a lot of these dealerships. And these are things that I never want you to pay for. And I don't even want you to shop at these dealerships that are trying to scam you with these things. Another place I never want you to buy from is a dealership, both used and new, that will not give you an out-the-door price over the phone. And here's the thing, in a lot of cases, that means that you're going to be paying way more than what the actual advertised price is. And I can give you a short little story. So I was looking for a vehicle, a car that I couldn't find at auction. It was very difficult, very rare to be able to find. So I had to look around at dealerships to see if I could find the specific thing that I was looking for. And I found one. It was about $13,000. I called the dealership. I said, look, I know you're going to have some fees. I know you're going to have at least a dock fee. Just let me know what the out-the-door price is, and I'll come and I'll buy it from you today. And here's the thing, the dealership would not give me the out-the-door price. Now me, knowing what I know, I knew exactly what that meant. I mean, they had a lot of BS, a lot of stuff that I didn't want to pay for. But me wanting to research and maybe make a video for you about this, I went and I had a little extra time, and I knew I was going to be wasting my time, but I went to see what was up. As soon as I walked in the door and they were able to give me a price sheet, I quickly found out that they were adding $5,000 worth of BS to this car. This car was only $13,000, and by the time I was done with them, it was going to cost me $18,000. This is absolutely ridiculous and something that I don't want you to go through. So if you're looking for a car, new or used, call before you go. If they will not give you an out-the-door price before you show up at the dealership, that's not a dealership I want you to go to. You can find many other dealerships that are going to tell you exactly what you're going to pay before you walk in the door. Another place that I would never want you to buy a car from is CarMax. So CarMax, there's a lot of benefits to them for you to actually buy a car from them. They have lots of different used car inventory there. They are the largest used car dealer in the United States. You can go to a CarMax. You can try out a ton of different cars. Variety is one of the plus sides that you can get from CarMax. The problem is to have all these cars in this one location, to have the no haggle pricing, to have all of this ease built into their system, well, it costs you a lot of money to do it. And then on top of that, they are basically just a big glorified buy here, pay here dealer. And what that means is that they're going to charge you a crazy amount of interest to be able to finance one of their cars. But here's the thing, me, I don't like debt. I would rather you never, ever, I can't say it enough, never borrow money to buy a vehicle. But I know that 85% of the population out there are people who buy cars on payments. I understand that. So if you are going to be one of these payment buyers, it even makes more sense for you not to buy a car from CarMax because of the 25% interest that you're going to pay at CarMax to be able to buy these vehicles. And then on top of that, the prices are absolutely insane for a lot of these cars. I've been to many CarMax before, making videos, looking at prices, and for cars that are 1 and 2 years old, they're still charging almost brand new prices. And in a lot of cases, I've seen cars that are a little bit harder to find. Some of your RAV4s, some of your Highlander, your trim packages, Siennas, that when you go to these CarMax, and it's a year old, it's got 10,000 miles on it, it's got 15,000 miles on it, they're actually charging more for that used Toyota, for that used RAV4, that Sienna, then you can go and buy a brand new one from one of these new Toyota dealerships. So why could they even do that? Well, in a lot of cases, they're able to write their own loans. So if a customer goes into one of these Toyota dealerships, they can't get approved for that brand new RAV4, well, then they can go to that CarMax and get approved for it, but they're buying a used vehicle. So there's two ways where CarMax is getting you in that situation. One, they're charging you way more money because you're not able to get a loan somewhere else. You have to get it through CarMax. And then two, you're going to get hit with the CarMax interest rates, which are going to cost you so much more money. I don't want you to be a buyer at CarMax. So another place I would rather you never buy from is going to be Carvana. Very similar to what you get with CarMax, but think about it. The ease is even more than what you're going to experience with Carvana than you are going to with CarMax. So all you have to do with Carvana, click a few buttons, and that car is going to show up right at your doorstep. But there's a few reasons why I think Carvana is even worse than CarMax. So here's the thing. Every used car out there is completely different. How it was maintained, how it was driven, who owned it, how they kept it up, and how they kept the interior, if they had cats, if they smoked, things like that. So I need you to drive and feel and experience that used car before you actually buy it. With Carvana, you can't do that. So on top of the ease, you're paying a lot more for the car. You don't get to check out the car. You're still getting those crazy interest rates just like you're getting at CarMax. And Carvana has been known to have lots and lots of paperwork problems. See, the way that used car dealerships typically work is we'll go to auctions, we'll buy cars, and a lot of these franchise dealers that are trading in these cars, that are taking trades and send them to auction, they don't have the paperwork finalized yet. Carvana is no different. So you can get into a situation where you're buying a $25,000, $30,000 car and they not have the paperwork right. And here's the thing, they have even been so bad that they've had their dealer's license suspended in multiple states because they haven't got their paperwork right. This is a no-go for me. I am never going to touch a car from Carvana, and I don't want you to either. And if you want to hear more car buying tips from a used car dealer like myself, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. So now I'm a used car dealer. I sell cars for $5,000 and under. I've been doing it for 14 years now, and I'm telling you, don't buy a car from me. What, is that the worst business sense that you've ever heard of before? I'm in business to sell cars, and I'm telling you that you should not buy a car from me. But here's the thing. I completely agree with that statement, and I don't want you. I'm giving you advice on YouTube, and I don't want you to buy a car, not only me, but any used car dealer out there. And here's the reason why. We go to auction, we buy these cars. We have no clue the history on these cars, and we're going to buy them, and we're buying them for the purpose of actually making money. So in a lot of cases, you can find the same cars that we find, and you can find them at the same price. Now, it's going to be more difficult. The ease that a car dealership gives you is that we have the car sitting out here, we have it presented for you, and you can test drive it, you can take it to your mechanic and be able to check it out. All my customers have that ability to do that, but they're paying more to be able to do that, buying it from me. If you can do the work yourself, if you can find an individual that's and I'm actually just leaking where I think you should buy a car from, right there. Buy a car from an individual. That's where I want you to go to actually buy a vehicle, because one, you can buy the car at the same kind of wholesale price that I'm actually selling it for. A lot of individuals may even take less money. Yes, you're going to have to do more work. And then two, you're going to be able to find out the history on the car. Now you can do a Carfax on a used car. All my cars that I sell, I print out Carfaxes. We have them. They're available for our customers. Even on our website, you can click a little button and you can run a Carfax on each and every one of the cars. I love Carfax. The thing about it is Carfax does not tell you everything. It's not going to tell you how a car is maintained. If it can tell you a lot of the maintenance records if they were done at franchise dealerships that are hooked in with Carfax to be able to show you what was done on the car, if timing belts were changed, if the intervals at where regular maintenance oil changes were done. Yes, that's all well and good. But most people don't go get their cars fixed at franchise dealerships. They don't get their cars maintained at franchise dealerships where they would actually report the maintenance to Carfax. So yeah, like Bob's Auto Repair is not, they're not hooked up with Carfax. They're not going to be able to show you the history on these vehicles. That's another big reason why I wouldn't want you to buy from any used car dealer. So now, when you are, if you are going to go buy a used car, there's one big piece of advice. I want you to go try to find one from an individual, someone you know, hopefully a family member has a car for sale, someone in your community, someone that you can actually trust, That's the thing. But I know in a lot of cases, you're not going to be able to figure that out. You're not going to be able to find that magical person that has that car for sale. It's going to be a good deal. So if you do have to go the route of buying a car from a dealer, which I know most people have to do that, well, there's one big piece of advice. If you take anything away from any YouTube video I ever do, any kind of tip that I ever give you, I want you to take this one thing away. I don't care if you're buying the car from me, if you're kind of buying the car from your mama, if you're buying the car from someone you've known your entire life. I want you to find a good, trusted mechanic before you go buy that car and have them check it out. Because even used cars, they'll break out of out of thin air. The transmission will drop out of them, but there are a few things that mechanics can check. They can get the cars up on a lift. They can look to see what your next problem is going to be with this car. And the more information you have when you're going to go buy a vehicle, the better equipped that you're going to be to make a good decision on a vehicle. And I would even almost rather you pay a little bit more for a vehicle that is checked out by your mechanic and that they give the go-ahead on, because at the end of the day, I want you to be safe, and I want you to buy something that you're not going to have to just sink a ton of money into. Used cars. I know, I buy cars that are $5,000 and under. I've been doing it for 14 years. Used cars can cost you a lot of money, and not even talking about just the initial price. It's the maintenance. It's all the fixes that you're going to have to do down the road. And I want you to be able to avoid that. The easiest way for you to do that, find you a trusted mechanic and have them check it out like they were buying it for themselves before you actually purchase the car. And going back to the discussion of brand new vehicles, now I would not want you to buy a brand new vehicle unless you just have money to set on fire, because you lose so much money from buying a brand new vehicle just in the first couple of years. It's almost always more beneficial for you to buy a couple-year-old vehicle than it is for you to buy a new vehicle. Let someone else experience that depreciation that they're going to experience with a new vehicle. But I will say, if you are going to buy a new vehicle, there are dealers out there that one will give you the out-the-door price over the phone, that they won't charge you any kinds of crazy fees. And I'll tell you, the dealers that will give you the out-the-door price over the phone and give it to you pretty quickly, well, those are the ones that I want to shop at if I'm going to buy a brand new vehicle, because they're actually proud that they don't add any of these BS fees. They don't try to hide any kind of things from you. And the reason why I came to this dealership today is because this is one of them. Now, it's a Nissan dealership, and it's one that I know management, I know ownership, and even when they could add a bunch of extra fees, market adjustments, when the whole car market was doing it like crazy, they still didn't do that. There are tons of dealerships out there. There are Ford dealerships out there. There are Toyota dealerships out there that do the same thing, where they're just trying to make it up in volume. They're trying to treat their customers how they themselves would like to be treated. This is why I came out here. I can show you one example. Here's one that's already advertising money off of this vehicle, and here's your MSRP. MSRP is too high. Like, this is nothing to do with this dealership. This is Nissan that's charging too much for a truck, $52,000. But usually you're going to see if there's any add-ons, they're going to have to be displayed on the actual windshield of the car. Not only does this dealership not have add-ons, well, they're advertising that they're taking money off of it too. Here's the thing. If you do your research, you can find dealerships that are not charging fees. My dealership, I don't even charge a dock fee. There are other dealerships out there like that. I am in the vast minority of dealerships that do not charge a dock fee, but they are absolutely out there. It's going to take more time. If you have the time to spend on doing the research, you can absolutely save yourself a lot of money. Any customer that comes onto my dealership and sees a $3,500 car, that's exactly what they're paying. They'll pay that, and then they'll pay what they're going to pay to the state of North Carolina, which is what I'm in, for their taxes and registration. Other than that, the only thing that I'm getting from the actual car is $3,500. And I can tell you there are a lot of other dealers that are just like me, but you're going to have to do the research. You're going to have to look for them, ask people, look at Google reviews. That's the first place that I would check. And even on the new car dealer side of things, there are new car dealers out there that don't give you the runaround. They are good. There are good dealerships out there, new and used, and you just have to do a little research. I'm trying to point at it. There you go. I'll give you a little plug. Am I even pointing at it right? Yeah, there it is. Nissan dealership that does it. And they own other dealerships. And I've seen Ford dealerships that are the same way. I've seen Toyota dealerships, same way. And they're all near me. I can find them. They're within 30 miles. Now, there are other Toyota dealerships, other Ford dealerships that are charging tons and tons of markups. I showed you a Ford dealership today that charges a ton of markups. But you can go 30 miles away from here and find one that has no markups on their vehicles. You just got to do the research.